Shark review. We're looking at probably the most popular one, Sharknado. Let's just get right into it. The plot of Sharknado is quite a simple one. The movie stars Finn, who is a surfer. He owns a restaurant on the beach, and he's just trying to have a nice time. Well, this tornado shows up, and for some reason it's carrying sharks. It only carries sharks, but it basically sweeps in and starts flooding the Hollywood area. And then he just tries to go and help his family and just generally stay safe. The plot is just so ludicrously stupid that I have to give it easily whatever the perfect score is on the shark scale for the plot. It's just basic enough so you understand, and stupid enough so you go, wow, that's just great, honestly. Sharks in tornadoes is just ingenious, like it's awesome. I love the plot in this movie for like all the wrong reasons. It doesn't even make like any sense how a tornado even exists in California, let alone carrying sharks. It's just there, and they have to get rid of it. It's awesome. Surprisingly, the characters have a little bit of depth, I guess. I mean, it's pretty humorous as to how everyone acts around Finn at first, but they slowly but surely warm back up to him. The story, I will say, is actually pretty good. And Sharknado, it's good in terms of story. It's not good because it's amazingly written or the dialogue and the character development's that great. It's because of how ridiculous it is and how well the characters actually sell it. When it comes to how much screen time the shark gets in Sharknado, it's sharks, and it is unparalleled. There is no other movie other than maybe the other Sharknados and like Jaws and Shark Tales that have this much screen time of the sharks. Like, you couldn't ask anyone for any more time. Like, you really couldn't get any more time for the sharks. They are literally like every 2 or 3 minutes, they're just all over. I just absolutely give it the highest amount of praise for how much the sharks are in this movie. Like, they are in the entire movie, all over the place. It gets the highest marks. I couldn't even tell you if there's another movie that has this many sharks in it that isn't a Sharknado movie, or has this much like screen time for one. There is not one scene where a shark is not falling out of the sky or flying somewhere. Like, it's just, they're coming out of the sewer, they're showing up in the pool. There's some unique areas where you would never expect to see a shark, not just the ocean. Sure, there is an ocean scene at the beginning, but that's just the beginning. And it's not only regular sharks. We get some hammerheads, we get some of those rare shark types that aren't even in movies, really. It's just absolutely phenomenal in terms of how much the sharks are there. Now, when it comes to the kills in Sharknado, they are like the rest of the movie. Just, it's unparalleled. It's awesome. There are sharks raining from the sky, landing on people, killing people in unique areas. It's just like, I don't have any words for it. It's just so good. It is so funny and original. And there is the stock shark showing up on the beach kind of thing. And even that's a bit ridiculous. I mean, there's just so many ridiculous kills in this movie, though. I love it. And the sharks, they themselves get killed a lot, so I guess I'll bring that in as well. I mean, the way that the sharks get killed is just as good as them killing people. Like, in the most ludicrous ways, the sharks will get killed. It's just hilarious. Whether it's people dying or the sharks dying in this movie, it really just doesn't get any better than this, especially in a sci-fi movie. Sharks get blown up, they get impaled, burned, they just get smurdered, and the sharks, they don't leave anybody behind themselves. They kill a lot as well. When it comes to the CGI in this movie, it's not the best. I will say it is pretty bad. But it definitely falls under the it's so bad it's good category. It just looks fake as hell, and it just looks stupid. It is very funny with how bad the CGI is. And I'm not going to say it's good because it's so bad, because it's just bad. It's bad. It's hilarious, and it makes the movie just so much funnier. Like when the sharks are getting shot out of the sky, it's just hilarious. The CGI is just so ludicrous and crazy, along with the kills. I can't help but smile and love it. The acting in this movie is questionable. Finn is decent enough in this movie. He's the best one of everyone easily. Like, it seems he was actually moderately serious throughout the movie, which is pretty funny, but he had some pretty memey and just stupid lines. But besides those with the super cheesy dialogue, he actually tries, it seems, and I'm gonna have to give him a pass. Everyone else is just pretty horrible all around. Like, they're all pretty bad, but it's like perfectly done bad, if that makes any sense. They're like bad, and it's like so bad that it's good. It's like that, like 10 times though. Like, the the acting is just, it doesn't get any like funnier for the wrong reasons really, without it just being fucking shit. And this movie, they just get it right. It's super obvious that the actors were totally in on how retarded it is, so they just give them some hand-fisted, cheesy, stupid dialogue in this movie, and I gotta say, it pays off. It's pretty excellent. So while Finn is probably the only like alright actor in the whole movie, everyone else is just pretty hilariously bad. And I gotta say, if you don't even crack a smile from how horrible everyone treats Finn in this movie, I don't even know what to say, because it's some of the most cheesy dialogue you'll ever hear in one of these movies, and it just gets my ultimate thumbs up.
I'm taking my family with me. Finley, April is mine.
Excuse me?
My girlfriend is not your...
This brings me to the overall. What do I think of the movie? It's pretty obvious what I think of the movie. Now, when this movie came out, it actually did get a lot of attention, like way more than any of these other shark movies, and it's got good reason to. This movie is so crazy, stupid, and hilarious for all the wrong reasons that I say you gotta see this movie. It's really as fantastic of a shark flick as it gets. Like, on the shark scale, it's borderline perfection. I'm not even exaggerating. It's got everything. Okay, there's no mega shark, but sharks in tornadoes. I don't even know what else to say. It has sharks in fucking cyclones, tornadoes, whatever. It has some of the most ridiculous acting you'll see in a shark movie with some pretty bad CGI, but it makes up for it in every way possible. It is bad in the right places. It is bad in the right way. There is not a shark movie that I can recommend to you more, except maybe Jaws and like The Shallows. You will not be disappointed with this one if you haven't seen it. I'm sure most people know about this one because this movie did garner a lot of attention, and I gotta say, the first time I saw it all those years ago when it came out, I thought it was amazing then. After rewatching it for this marathon, I gotta say, I still think it's amazing. With all of that, it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna give the movie on the shark scale. This movie gets an easy 5 out of 5 on the shark scale. This is a shark masterpiece. This is easily like in my top 5 favorite shark movies of all time. It is excellent, and it should not be skipped. If you like sharks, this is the biggest just must watch than any other movie I've reviewed so far. So this is just a must watch, and not any of these other movies except Ghost Shark are even in a similar league that I've reviewed so far. And it's not just because that I'm in that movie. If you like movies that are funny or even remotely stupid, do not sleep on this one. It's on Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, Dailymotion, whatever the fuck you watch. It's on everything. So I just gotta say, just give it even a shot. Like, just try it. It's hilarious. So that's all I can say. Have a nice day.